Hello everyone, Pallytub here. Welcome back to Path of Exiles. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Oh no, I put the S at the end of Exile. I'm sorry. I take it back. Please don't hate me. I like to make things plural. I have multiple characters. They're all exiles. It's not my fault, okay? We have one more point to spend, and this will give us the Inspiration passive node, increasing our mana regeneration, which remember is really important for our build, from 41.2 up to how much? 53 on the dot. So a pretty big increase there. Again, when we take health damage, it's split with our mana. The first 30% goes to our mana, so keeping that up with regen is very important. We are now sailing off to Wraeclast. We're going to the island that we started on originally when we were exiled.
Remember, this ain't no charity run. You owe me. Cast off!
Okay, so these are the docks.
I don't think I need to be doing that right now.
Yeah, we have our little walkway right up to the waypoint. This is the starting area, that's for sure. Let's see what these guys have to say.
Alright, we're safe for the time being. Now let me introduce myself properly. Lily Roth. Yep, I'm one of those Roths.
Oh.
Some call me smuggler, others pirate. Yet I prefer the sound of nautical entrepreneur. Came up with that one myself. So you come see Lily if you need something, or even if you just fancy a good chat with a lovely lady. Don't think I'd be forgetting that favour you owe me. In fact, now I think of it, there's certainly a way you can be repaying this most considerable debt. You see, those blasted cultists have been plundering the refugee ships trying to escape Oriath. And if not for my incomparable skill as a sea captain, we'd have met the same fate. But now the drowned dead are washing ashore, and they ain't staying dead. There's been a whole lot of blood, sweat and tears getting these few lucky survivors here in one piece. What sort of captain would I be if I let them get ripped apart by walking corpses? Wipe the Twilight Strand clean of those filthy undead bastards and I'll call us even. Might even throw in a little something extra if you can pull it off.
I wonder what the something extra is. It's probably an item of some kind. Keep your mind out of the gutter.
Despite your best efforts, Beast Slayer, a splinter of hope remains. The very seed that brought my beast into existence. The Dark Ember. Never again shall it birth a life so magnificent as the beast. Yet a residue of that power still lingers. Enough to give us a fighting chance against the ravenous Kitava. How do we obtain this Dark Ember? 3 hearts were silenced. 3 hearts must sing again, one last time. In that final flickering of life, our Savior's seed shall be born. All I need are 3 fine souls with which to stoke the flames. Chevron of Umbra, Inquisitor Maligaro, Doldre the Dark Tongue. 3 spirits of near unfathomable resilience and vigor, freed with the beast's final exhalation. So let us begin the harvest. Chevron has come home to Axiom. We shall give her the warm welcome she sincerely deserves.
Fascinating. Okay. It is worth mentioning that our defenses were lowered and I'm no longer capped on our elemental resistances, so we could be taking a lot of damage when we venture out here. Are these quests? I guess they are. Hey buddy, it's been a while.
First we hear that Oriath has lost its bloody mind, and then you turn up. Doesn't take a scholar to work out how these 2 events might be connected. I don't know what's going on out there, and I probably wouldn't understand it if I saw it with my own 2 eyes. What I do know is this. The world we knew, it's gone. Now we have to do our damnedest to make sure we don't go with it. Nessa. I saw her one night, running out across the coast, headed in the direction of the mudflats. Called out to her, but she didn't even turn her head. Maybe she couldn't hear me. Maybe she didn't want to. I don't bloody know. I tried to run after her, but she'd vanished into the darkness before my feet had barely touched the sand. So I tracked her, all the way to the mudflats, and that's when her tracks, they just stopped. No sign of meeting someone or something. No sign of a struggle. It's like one moment she was running and the next, gone. Look, I've heard some things about what you've done. Things that beggar belief. Now you can do this. Please. Find Nessa. Bring her back to us.
I like Nessa. She's the ones we get all of our skills from, so it is important that we find her. How's my inventory looking? Let's throw this shit onto the pile, shall we?
Now there's a pair of eyes I could never forget. If the tales are true, those peepers of yours have seen all the wonders of Wraeclast by now. And a few things they likely wish they hadn't. Oh, and no need for us to speak of Oriath. My ears are brimful with the sorrows these wretched companions of yours have been spilling. Now, I'm sure you've noticed that Lion Ice Watch has seen better days. Our once bubbling township has, alas, become a brooding quagmire of gloom and despair. I blame the unrelenting weather. As you know, I am both a humanitarian and a strong believer in the soul-sustaining power of story. Back when I was still captain of the Merry Gull, many days at sea afforded me time to work on my thespian aspirations. I wrote a theatrical epic, a one-man show entitled Cedric and the Buxom Stranger. I sealed the manuscript inside a roll of oiled leather and stashed it in the hold for safekeeping. Perhaps you could salvage it for me from that tidal island upon which my poor ship came to rest. Who knows? Maybe we can bring some joy back to Lion Eyes Watch with a bit of live entertainment.
I like the way he thinks. This whole world is gloom and doom. Deities are going out, they're blowing up everything, and shit's just hitting the ceiling. And he's just like, you know what? I wanna play a song. That sounds fun. So, Fallen from Grace, this one's optional, and it's in the Twilight Strand, which is the first part of the island that we kind of fell into. Every single character that has ever been made in Path of Exile has run through this zone. Normally you would kill, who is it, Brutus at the end or something? There's just some really hard guy at the end that you have to take down. I mean, there's no enemies so far. Supposedly it's all undead, but I mean, that's what was here the first time too. Oh, here they are. How you doing? Oh, what was that? When they die, they fly out at me and try to blow me up. Alright, that's a little terrifying. I can't tell if they're actually homing on to me or if they're simply like, here, I won't move. Yeah, that felt like they were homing on to me. So, these guys have spirits that try to kamikaze into me. Let's see how much damage they do. Not that bad. Not that bad at all. We can deal with that. Or we could simply just keep moving. That seems like the easier of the two options. For sure. There can't be too much left of this place. I mean, it took about 4 seconds to run across this zone as a level 1, much less a level, what am I now, 50? 51? That has shield charge. So, I'm not expecting too much out of this place. There's one over here just casting souls at me all the time. Okay. Well, I mean, enjoy this. It'll be the last thing you ever feel. Oh, that wasn't enough to kill him, or was it? No, we gotta cast one more, okay. Looks like that was it. Nice and easy. We once again purged this land from the undead. And seriously, look how fast it is to get back to town. It's like just right over here. Interesting. And it was Lily we needed to talk to for our reward. She was back here. Let's see what our reward is.
A wretched sight. So many drowned Oriathans cast into undeath. You freed them from their torment, and I'm sure they'd be grateful. Here, that little something extra I were talking about. Though the sea takes away, it gives back in greater measure.
Oh. Oh. It's respec points, not two passives. Oh, and then I skipped her dialogue on accident. I'm sure some of you didn't mind. But one quest complete. Let's go see if we can find Nessa over in the Mudflats. Now, that's just one zone away from the coast here. I don't know if we actually need to find anything on the coast or if we're just running through like we were last time, but... Wait, Tidal Island. Was that the island that we found the medicine cabinet on? I don't remember. I'll still explore the whole map just to be sure we don't miss anything. Ooh, rubber banded. Weird. But again, the stone doesn't look like it's changed too much. We do have some new enemies though. They're pretty tall. They kind of remind me of like Slender Man, but furrier and not in a suit. And these fire dogs weren't introduced until much later in the act last time as well. About halfway through, like after you're done with the prison. So they kind of are encroaching on our little encampment here as well. That's interesting. I wonder if we'll learn like why these enemies are moving in. Because I mean, generally speaking, we should have eradicated the majority of them if we cleared through all the content, right? If we cleared the zone out like we have been throughout the series. Whoa, that's a lot of fire. What even did that? Just those dogs? There was a pretty difficult enemy when you run through here the first time that was just like a fire witch. She would just cast fire spells at you the whole time. I did encounter a fire dog that was unique, or a champion pack, or whatever they are. And I did take him down, no problem. So it still has some of the same characteristics as the last time we were here. It's just not quite as intimidating. Oh, that's a pretty big pack. It's one of the Harbingers, though. Go ahead and spawn already! I have seen some of the comments where you guys are saying you don't even stop to kill these guys. They do kind of just stop momentum, don't they? It looks like I've uncovered most of this stuff. The mudflat should be right over there at the top right. And this should be the Tidal Island. Yeah, this is where we got the medicine cabinet last time. There was a lot of sea creatures here. This is slightly different. It's built up a little bit more. There were a lot of sea creatures here, and there was one particular boss that did ice damage. So in contrast to the last zone that we were just in, ice instead of fire. This is looking pretty similar. These guys are a little too spread out for my build to be super effective here, but this place should just be a circle, unless the island has been expanded upon, which I imagine would be kind of difficult to do with the amount of resources that they have here. And we got a unique ring, our second unique of the series. Didn't mean to open a portal. Adds 14 to 30 fire damage, 35 maximum life, 11% cold resistance, 75% reduced effect to chill on you, and 10% increased movement speed while ignited. Doesn't seem particularly useful, but it's also not terrible. Not something that I would want to use, though. At least not with this build. Keep on moving. We are looking for the manuscript for our friend so he can start singing tales and entertaining the locals back in town. It looks like it might be right here. Is this the boss protecting it? It's doing like water elemental damage this time. We found it. Alright, let's see what the rest of the zone has to offer. I'm assuming it's not too much. This place is just a big circle. Yep, Tidal Island was pretty much exactly the same. Let's see if the mudflats have changed at all. The mudflats had those weird beasts with the nests, and we were uncovering runes in order to get into that, like, flooded cave. But that should already be open. That shouldn't close. So... Oh, also, here we went through and we killed off a necromancer that was summoning in a bunch of undead over in one of those side zones that I don't remember the name of. I wonder if we'll be able to see the ramifications of our actions over there after, you know, we kind of took the necromancer out of combat. There's one golden statue in here. What is that? I almost died. Something hit me hard. Something hit me so hard. I was just checking out the statue. I wasn't even paying attention. I wonder if it was bleed damage. Wow. Okay. I don't mind that. I don't know why that one guy dropped so much stuff, but by all means, if you want to keep doing that, go right ahead. There's a little hut over here with dudes inside. Okay, there was a hut over here with dudes inside. They kind of been eradicated, you know, a little bit. Inventory's pretty full. Let's make sure we only have what we need. Sell those off. Yeah, I mean, it was just... Nothing has hit me that hard in this game so far. All of a sudden my health was just gone. I don't even know what did it. So if it wasn't apparent, I mean, all the little beasts are gone. There's these new Slender Man guys with long octopus arms or whatever they have. Not really sure exactly what's going on there. It seems like they have bows and stuff, but it also appears like it's just their hand. So I don't really know how that works. Maybe I'm not looking at the model. Oh yeah, that was good. Maybe I'm not looking at the model carefully enough. Still no sign of Nessa, who is the reason we're out here. We're looking for her, trying to bring her back to town. I just killed just some run-of-the-mill unique monster. Wasn't even that strong. And we got an Eye of Conquest. Weakness must be purged, lest it poisons the blood of all Karui. Karui? I don't know. But with that, we now have access to the fortress, which I'm guessing is the... Oh, there's Nessa! I see her on the mini-map.
He did this to me. The King of Brian. And he wants me to be... Oh God. Please. I don't know how I'm doing this, nor if I may again. Help me. Help us before...
She was turned into a mermaid. I don't know how well that's going to sound if I boost the volume because there was so much water there, but I'll go ahead and try in editing. Hopefully you guys heard that. So someone kidnapped her. She doesn't know how she got here, and now she's a fucking mermaid. I bet there's some of you that would be okay with that outcome. I mean, I don't know what kind of a female demographic Path of Exile has, but... Alright, I have to go to the fortress gate. So she was at where the... That's where I came in, right? So yeah, she was at where the flooded pathway was into the cave. This must be where the necromancer was. It's now been built up into a fortress. Interesting. This is definitely the place. It used to be all dark and brown and decrepit. Now it's bright and vibrant. This place cleaned up real nice. I wonder what would have happened if I didn't actually clear this out when I was questing. If I just let this place be an undead mess, I wonder if we would actually change what we're fighting. That would be really cool. I would like that a lot. Alright, let's go ahead and put our wither down and we can do this. God, the AoE of this build is just like, it's like intoxicating. It feels so good. We're about to level up again. Not too sure what I want to do with my points now. We have a few options. Maybe I'll go over some of those. There's a door here to Tuck Olma's Keep. That might just be a boss in there because it looks like it has an intro or an entrance on the other side. I'll clear the rest of the zone and then I'll go back because we're about to level up. Or maybe I'll stop right here. If I had to guess, just based on our quests right now, this place now empties out into the... Find a way to unlock the exit. Well, I guess I know how. But this place unlocks, or dumps out into the ship graveyard now? Which this certainly was not the case before. If that is how this works, I'm just guessing. I guess we'll go ahead and head inside. Oh, he's so pretty! Oh, he has totems, too. Oh, that hits hard. And my resistances aren't capped, so we just need to keep moving here. Oh, I can't deal damage to it. Okay, we just have to make our way around it. We can't let that flame hit me too much. He should be dead before too much else happens, though. Unless you go... Is he immune to damage right now because of these totems? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spinning the other way. Let's just zoom right through. One more. Now let's beat him up with the wither and see how much damage we can do. Oh, yeah, that hurt. We were able to take him down, though. Hey, Sin, welcome back, bud. How you doing? What did you do? What did you do? I'm a little concerned about what just happened there, to say the least. Sin, you're not playing me for a fool, are you?
I am Sin, thief of virtue, and it is mine to take what I will from the defeated. to make a gift of it to the victorious. Alas, your mortal frame cannot withstand the unfettered fire of deism. It would turn your blood to mist and scorch your precious flesh black. So choose modestly and choose wisely, for there is much more at stake here than your little hopes and dreams.
Oh, I guess this is when I start to gain access to the deity powers. So that guy was a god, or was he a demigod? He had to have been a demigod. He wasn't that strong. But this is Sin here at the bottom. The Green Lantern symbol above that. And then that big boss that we saw at the end of the last act up there. So while stationary, you gain 2% additional physical damage reduction each second. Up to a maximum of 8%. I mean, that doesn't seem great, but if it's there, I guess I'll go ahead and unlock it. Is that it? Is that all? I guess I'm done. Okay, good talk. I'm assuming now that he's been killed that I should be able to open up the pathway forward, and we can see where that leads. It was up here at the top left. Maybe that'll empty out into the prison. I know the prison was a lot closer than the ship graveyard. That's the only reason why I was kind of thrown for a loop there. But this opens now. The Ridge. Oh, this is where all the skeletons were. Right? This place was amazing for XP farming. No, that was the Ledge. This is the Ridge. Never mind. This is all gloom and doom, man. I don't know anything about this. This must be a brand new zone. No, wait! No. The Ridge was right before the prison. It was filled with goatmen, right? I mean, I suppose I could just check really fast. We do have a teleporter right here. I'm gonna go check. Yeah, there was a ridge and a ledge. I'm almost certain. So there's the ledge. There's the climb. There's the prison. Shit. Maybe it was the climb. Does have skeletons in it. It is extremely gloom and doom. There's not much hope here. We got those skeletons on pinwheels rolling towards us, like in Dark Souls. I hate that, by the way. I don't know what to expect here. It honestly just feels like it's the ledge. Oh yeah, it's feeling real ledgy. Except there's winding paths, which the ledge never had. This zone seems like it'd be pretty good XP. I mean, look at this density. I'm just going from one pack to the next, and they're all really close and really clumped up. Very similar to what the ledge was. It was one of the best places to farm XP, depending on which act you were stuck in. Yeah, it was very similar. We found another entrance into the prison. I'll go ahead and put a scroll down here, and then I'll check out the rest of this zone, because there was a little bit more to it. I'm assuming it's just going to be some skeletons rolling around. There hasn't been too much of interest in here. There was one named skeleton that I killed in a single cast of Essence Drain, so we're not looking at too many formidable enemies in here, but just in case there's a demigod sitting around somewhere, I am going to fully explore this now that we're starting to encounter those guys. So how do I know that the effect is working from that demigod that we got? It would be... I don't see physical resistance even in here. So like... Oh, physical damage reduction per endurance charge. That's not it. We don't get a buff when we're standing still or anything. I don't really know. I'm pretty sure I saw the whole zone, so we're just going to go back in town and sell really quick. I don't really stop to pick up a lot of loot, as I'm sure you guys have noticed, but when I do stop, it's to pick up a lot of these linked 3 sockets with different colors, because every time you sell one, you get a chromatic orb. So you notice that the majority of the loot that I pick up is actually just giving me these chromatic orbs. But we do get to, you know, some other stuff here and there. Some of this can be pretty good, but most of it's just garbage. So I ended up just trying to get as much currency as possible, and then buy most of my gear on PoE trade. That's usually my strategy for gearing up. Taking a look at every piece of armor I see on the ground just kind of gets meticulous to me. Let's go ahead and return that manuscript that we got for Bastille over here. so he can bring some joy to this little town.
Marvelous. Oh, yes, yes, it's all here. Act 1, Scene 1. Along the shoreline, the beach grass sways. A blazing sun sinks 'neath sparkling pale. Oh, strange be the night when the drowned dead rise, and a pale moon ascends upon cold skies. The stranger still is lost to me, those silken pillows upon which I lay at sea. Moody, atmospheric, not as funny as I remember, but I'm sure it gets better in Act 2. Regardless, you have my thanks. Please, take some for your efforts. And next time you're in town, do come and see the show. I'll leave your name at the door, if I can salvage a door from somewhere.
That was cute. I feel like his voice is so quiet compared to everyone else's. I'm gonna go for the HP belt. We could check that out, see if it's worth using. Oh, yeah, boy. It's a pretty good one. Let's compare the two. So we have 43 and 40 maximum life here. So that's 83 plus the maximum life that we're going to get from strength. So that's more max life, right? Yeah, than what we're going to have here. So with my already equipped belt, we were at 1493. With this new one, we're at 1501. So not too much more. But this has more fire resistance, more lightning resistance, increased mana flask recovery, and increased elemental damage with attacks. We don't actually deal elemental damage, but this was pretty much an upgrade in every way. So that was definitely worth checking out. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Now, this ring, I'm probably not going to be able to sell it. It doesn't seem like it's too good, so we'll just throw it in the pile for right now and deposit the rest of our currency. I said I wanted to give you some insight into what our options are for skilling up at this point, because we've kind of hit, not a wall, but we hit a time where we're going to be traveling to get other passive nodes for a while, or at least I would think so. We can increase our DPS here immediately with skill duration if we wanted to do that. We could move up here. That's elemental damage, right? Yeah, we can move up here and get this increased damage over time up here, which of course we love a lot. That would be a pretty sizable DPS increase. That would also lend itself pretty easily to picking up these life nodes over here and these mana nodes, which will increase our survivability. As far as the most optimal way to get up there, we could cut through this AoE area, get some increased area of effect to our contagion, which would allow it to spread a little bit easier. Let's count though. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points to get corruption going that way. Going this way would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we don't necessarily have to get all of that life. We could just stop there. So we're saving 2 skill points. But those 2 skill points would give us increased range. If we do go this way, however, it'll be a bit easier to get 1 additional curse if we wanted to do that, which I kind of do. I do like curses a lot. And it would open us up to getting some agility nodes over here to increase our, or the might or agility nodes to increase our strength or dexterity if we needed to. The other option would be to move down here and just get a ton of health, because this is one of the highest concentrated health nodes in the game. We could go all the way around this and just get really, really tanky, but our damage would stay the same for a while. In order to skill up my shield charge, I do need more strength, so immediately being able to benefit that and travel a little bit faster would increase our clear time. So I think we are gonna go down here. I don't know what else I would pick up from this side of the tree though. That doesn't seem that useful. Maybe this, increase spell damage. No, that doesn't really help me either. know. There's some AoE over here as well that we could eventually make our way over to if we wanted. Hard to say. Hard to say. And there's life down here as well, so maybe that would be worth venturing over here. For now, we'll just go to the gigantic health node, upgrade our shield charge so we can move a little bit faster, and get tanky, because our defenses were just lowered, right? So that means that things are going to be hitting us harder for a little while, so having more health is definitely going to be a good thing. Now, into the prison we go. Solve the Trial of Ascendancy in this area. Finally, we're back on the path of doing the Labyrinth again. I cannot stress how much I enjoy the Labyrinth. I think it's so much fun. So, we have to scour this area to solve the puzzle for the Labyrinth. Coincidentally, this is also where it was during Act 1 as well. This was the first place you found an Ascendancy puzzle. Look at that guy. It's just a cage of enemies in there. Necromancer's still in the prison. This place, it was not affected at all by me running through and killing everything last time. It is still up to the same old tricks. Now, if I do get another curse, that will increase the amount of mana that we have reserved. So maybe we would have to rethink our mana situation a little bit. Like those mana nodes would become a little bit more powerful. Also, what do I have set up for my... Oh! So my current aura setup is in my weapon, which is 3 blue sockets. We'd have to put that somewhere else. So we might be giving up a cast when damage taken setup to get another curse. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Well, then again, actually, we could just get the mace I want to get. It's like level 66. Has a 3-linked socket thing that we can get. We could just roll that blue. And then put our clarity down in our gloves or something. It just wouldn't be socketed to anything, but we could still get the mana return for it. I don't know, we'll see. We have a few options. It is like whenever you want to incorporate a new ability into your setup, though, it is a little bit like solving a puzzle. You have to find the most optimal way to do it. And, you know, I probably won't get it right. But that's part of the learning experience of this. And I know that people, like, always give me shit for trying to go double curse on every character I play. It's just, I love curses. Like, I love the idea of debuffing enemies that we run into. Giving me that giving me that advantage right away from the get-go is something that I think is really cool. And maybe we won't even need a cast when damage taken setup because, I mean, we're already running Enfeeble. That's going to be nerfing the amount of damage that the enemies are dealing already. So, we found the entrance to the next area, but we have not found the Ascendancy puzzle yet. So I'm going to go ahead and leave a portal there and then venture back and see if we can find that. So I uncovered where the lever is in this trial. Or at least I thought that's what it was. I guess we could have gone a bit further over here. I just thought that the trial was going to be in the opposite direction. So maybe that portal is leading us to where... I don't know. Actually, maybe it is a bit further. I thought that door would go up to a next level, not into the trial. And there is a bit more of the place to uncover. So let's see. Yeah, this looks right. Okay. So this is the Ascendancy trial right here. If this book is any indication. Yes, it is. Okay. I was hoping that would just play out. I don't want to read it. So this trial looks incredibly similar to what we encountered the first time going through here. Ouch. Dealt a little bit more damage this time, that's for sure. Go ahead and pull this lever. That should open a door back at the start. Just have to dodge in between all these spikes. I should be able to follow this out now. And then back to this door we go. to venture a little bit further. Now there should be some enemies in here. Good, there are. Just in case you had to use your flasks like I did, it allows you to kind of refund some of that energy. Now, this looks pretty straightforward again. Once again, just making our way through with a checker pattern on the ground. And that is the end of the Ascendancy puzzle. Interesting. I wonder if they're all going to be in the same location like that. If I kind of thought we would be solving new puzzles. That one was just very similar to, you know, what the Spike Challenge was the first time. We'll see, I guess. So, this tower here. Are we expecting to find a boss in here, or is this just another layer of the prison? Looks like it's just another layer of the prison. What was this place called? Chavron's Tower, and we have a quest to get the essence of Umbra from Chavron. So maybe that's a demigod that we'll find at the top of this place. Not a very large zone at all, and we're heading up the stairs already. It took me seriously about a minute to fully explore that area. It was just full of skeletons. No big deal. I'm looking for some of the clues that I would have used back in Act 1 to navigate the prison. Like, for instance, in Act 1, you can, like, follow a trail of blood throughout a certain portion of the prison in order to find your way, and I'm not seeing anything like that. Yeah, this is just a very straightforward area, mostly just going basically in a straight line to get over here. How's our dexterity requirement going? For void manipulation, we need 53 dex for the next level. We have 97, so that's going well. I do have a necklace on that is giving me plus 14 to all attributes. I would like to replace this soon, just so I have a little bit more of an accurate representation of how much strength I actually need. So, for instance, I don't think that I can level up Fortify too much further. Actually, I'm at 103 now, so it's getting up there. Shield charge required 102. But yeah, I don't want to over-level my base stats, and I would like to find another necklace soon, so maybe I should start picking those up a little bit more. I have been kind of neglecting them. We could also get them from quest rewards, though, too. Still not up to the boss. It seems like we are climbing this tower for quite a ways, giving me the impression that it's quite the structure that we are scaling now. I'm curious to see what is waiting for us up at the top. Another set of stairs. Oh, this looks kind of... No, actually doesn't look bossy at all. Just a little elite guy there. We'll take him down, no problem. We got another door over here. Oh, the prison rooftop. What do we have here? Oh. This was the chick that was helping that one demon at the end of Act 4. At least it looks a lot like her.
Not you. For my life and my work, I shall not suffer this humiliation again.
That is her. She's gonna do a lot of electricity. Wait, what? Brutus? Oh god, we're fighting two bosses here. How is Brutus alive again? At least she's a demon or something. I don't know. I don't know what she is. Fortunately, baby girl, I got one of those reanimation things right before we started, so enjoy that damage. These books are a little too spread out for my contagion to spread. Oh, Brutus is back. Okay. I'm not... Oh, he's like enchanted with... What is it? Arcane? Lightning. He's enchanted with lightning. We need to stay away from him. He hit hard in the first act. I imagine he's going to get hard again now. He's dead, though. And here comes Sin to take whatever power he can out of him, I guess.
And so it begins. My ethereal veins now run with dark ambition. Let's turn that trickle into a torrent. Let's harvest ourselves a Grand Inquisitor. Just as Chevron's spirit chose to return to comfortable climes, Maligaro's essence once again dwells in his very own chamber of sins. Though I hasten to add that Maligaro's sins are not my sins. I prefer transgressions of a more natural order than does he. I'd carry you to Frisia if I could, yet I expended too much of myself when I snatched you from the jaws of Kitava. You will need to find your own path, as will I. Make the journey, and please survive it. We too have much work left to do.
So did he take something from her?
Begins. My ethereal...
Oh. Maybe not. He just came over to tell me a little bit of the story. So this is exiting out into the warden's chambers, which is where we fought the guy last time. This should be an easy exit back onto a path, and this one does lead to the ship graveyard. Yeah, this is all very familiar. This dumps out to the prisoner's gate, which should be right down a big set of stairs. Yeah, we've definitely been here before. Alright, everybody, I think this is where I'm going to end today's episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's go ahead and level these up. I do have a point to spend as well. Again, we're just going to make our way down to this HP down here, because I think we're going to need some more survivability soon. We do have some other options for HP that's easy to get as well. Max life over here. Max... I thought there was another one. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it is just that one. But then we can make our way up here for max life as well. And even over here if we really felt the need to. So we have several options close by that we can pick up that could definitely help our character out with some survivability just in the HP department. But keep in mind, mana is also an increase for us, so we should keep an eye out for those too. That's it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.